This is the Leo Climaco podcast.
Where do you find the bandwidth?
Yeah, that's a good one. There's time, it sounds
Because
pretty
as
easy.
you were talking, I'm like, wow, it's a lot of stores for you to be at every single opening, for you to be at every single construction.
Yeah,
How do you
so
find that bandwidth?
My kids help me.
Great.
My family
That's awesome.
helps me
Yes.
out. So my kids are
Is it a
training.
family business?
Yeah, so my kids are, they do the training.
That's awesome.
They show up with me to help do
That's
the
great.
openings. They're also involved in sales, so they do all of the sales calls and help try to. They're equally involved in the business as I am.
That's great. How many kids do you have?
3.
3.
And so that takes a lot of pressure off of me. Because
100%.
And I still come, even though they're coming.
Right,
in and doing,
right.
I come to the trainings. I come to the openings because I actually like to see what's around the neighborhood, so we could start to see where the clientele is going to come from, catering jobs, how to connect to the community.
Got it.
Because my kids are going to come in and they're going to teach them, how to slice the meat, how operations.
Right.
But there's another component to business. Is
For sure.
It's beyond unlocking the doors. You got to be a community leader.
Yes.
So I kind of like to see where they're at and then see how much, we have to give them to kind of be out there in the chamber meetings and the networking and all of that is what makes or breaks your success.
What was your upbringing like? Where did you develop this leadership skill, this drive that you have? How did that grow?
I've been in restaurant business my whole life. My parents own restaurants, so that, they put me on the dishwasher. They put me, so that and the hard work. Eventually, you decide to learn from the right people. You dial into the people that are doing things and expanding, and you kind of learn how to quantify the way they're quantifying.
Right.
And then it becomes easier, and then it's all about human capital and self-improvement. You got to have that energy, because if you don't have the drive,
No.
you can't play the game.
You do not. No, 100%.
You can be the best person. You can be Michael Jordan, but if you don't have the drive, you're not making the baskets.
That's right. How beneficial do you think it was to have entrepreneur parents?
Very, hard work. That's where the perseverance training comes from.
Yeah.
The long days, the multiple 7 days a week, you're sacrificing.
Right.
To be an entrepreneur, people don't understand. You have to sacrifice somewhere, or you're sacrificing constantly.
Constantly.
Even if
every single day.
Elon Musk today, multi-gazillionaire, people don't understand what he sacrifices.
Oh, yes.
To keep doing what he does.
His son. Have you heard the story about his son?
No.
His son is transgender.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Does not speak to him. Hates him. Does everything against his father.
Wow.
Could you imagine that? Yeah. What a price to pay to be Elon Musk. Have your son not want to talk to you. Or your daughter now, right?
Sure.
Insanity. So I agree 100%. Entrepreneurship is a daily grind that if you're not mentally prepared, you will collapse.
But a job is a daily grind too.
But a job, you have more guarantee, right? It's people know that all they have to do is complete their tasks.
The bare minimum.
The bare minimum. And they'll get their paycheck.
So it's like going to the gym.
Yes.
And hitting, number 2 on the treadmill
Exactly.
every single day and never going past number 2.
Right.
You never
Just
want to see
collecting
it
your
go to
paycheck.
10.
Right. Entrepreneurs are consistently at a 12.
Yes.
And having to juggle and dodge and manage while they're doing it,
Agreed.
It's not for everybody. Did you take over your parents' restaurants at one point?
No, I opened up my first business at 18.
Okay. Which was what?
I opened up an ice cream store.
That's awesome.
So I dropped out of college and I opened up an ice cream store, and then I got into the restaurant business, and then from that I went into the hotel business, and business is the same model.
Yes.
You could be in hospitality, you could be in healthcare, you could be in construction. If you understand how business works, and it's all relationships.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the customer is a relationship. That's why the customer repeats.
Right.
The supplier is a relationship. Everybody is a relationship. So if you understand the relationships you're building, you could go into any sector and build a business model.
How many businesses have you built, would you say?
150.
That many. That's incredible. Most people don't build one.
No, and I get friends and family going, "What's wrong with you? Why didn't you keep this one?" I'm like, "Listen, when I went into this, I knew the exit. I knew the date I was selling it. I knew how much I was exiting for."
That's incredible.
And there was no, "Hey, I want to keep." There's no emotional attachment to it.
Straight business.
Straight business. But John Smith, the exit is, I'm not exiting. So when I went into this,
one you're keeping.
yeah. When I went into this, I just felt like this can become such a monster that there's so many components to it that there is no exit. The exit is my grandkids, hopefully running it one day.
Yeah. Who is your biggest competitor today?
I would say my biggest competitor today is probably Jersey Mike's.
Okay. How would you compare yourself to Jersey Mike's?
They are amazing at cold sandwiches. We are amazing at hot sandwiches.
Got it.
So 85% of their business is cold sandwiches. 85% of our business is hot sandwiches.
Got it.
They try to sell hot sandwiches, but they're doing it the old-fashioned, historical dinosaur way.
Got it.
And we dominate when we're known for the cheesesteaks and a high-quality hot sandwich cooked on a grill. We call it the thrill of the grill.
The Thriller Grill. That's incredible. Is Subway in that mix for you or no?
I wouldn't even call Subway as a competitor.
Okay.
Just because a Subway consumer is a price point consumer. They're not looking for quality. Even if they got quality, they're not going to be happy with it.
I understand.
They're looking for what they're looking for. So we tend to, that's not, we could never convert a Subway guest. But we can convert Jersey Mike's guests, and we can convert Firehouse Subs guests, and we can convert just about all the rest of them. But a Subway guest is really, it's built on the old philosophies, like the Little Caesars, the Domino's.
Right.
The Subway, it's the historical, people went there because of the price points.
Right.
They don't even care that it's fake tuna or fake meat or fake
bread. Yeah.
But you go to a Shake Shack, that person knows that patty was made there. They probably know what farm the burgers come from.
Right.
The storyline in the consumer is different, and that consumer will never go to a Subway or a Taco Bell, for instance.